Alright, hey guys, we're back for another free-to-play episode. We really need to grind right now. So there's an elite wildcard event going on right now where, if you grind 1,000 crowns in the next 10 days, you can get 15,000 elite wildcards, which is not bad value, actually. That's relatively nice of them. 1/3 of a level 15 card is pretty solid value. Of course, it definitely could be more, and for considerably less work, but, it's 1,000 crowns, so pretty much the way I'm going to think about this is just put your head down and get to work, because it's going to be 100 crowns a day if we want to get out of this. It's not, it's much worse, actually, than it has been before. Like, there have been 500 and 750 crown challenges before, but those actually weren't bad at all, because they had crown events going on, which functionally doubles the amount of crowns that you get per game. So that 500 is more 250, and that 750 is more, I can't do math. But it wasn't really bad in the previous challenges in order to get yourself all of those crowns, but in this one, 1,000 crowns in 10 days means that you're going to have to play 25 wins or 50 losses in a single day. So it's definitely not going to be all that nice. Probably going to Ram Rider this, try and stop the death damage. I'll take death damage anyway. Okay, fine. So he's probably got Mega Knight. If I had to guess, that's what he's saving up. Oh, never mind. Wizard. Okay. So, I'm playing my mid-ladder deck, by the way, because, well, it's easy. For some reason, I still haven't lost a single game with this deck, and, well, every time you lose, it cuts your trophy progression in half for that game, so it's the most efficient way to go about this is just to never lose. I know that you could theoretically win more by playing, like, E-Golem or something, but the fact that you get 3 crowns sometimes means that, you're kind of losing out in progression when you get 3 crowns. Because every time you get 3 crowns, you get 0 crowns. It's better to at least get some crowns during your games. So, I typically try to play a deck, like, for this kind of stuff. I typically try to play a deck where I can always win, which is, like, P.E.K.K.A spam, minor control, mid-ladder. Not to say that mid-ladder always wins, it's just for some reason I seem to be unable to lose on this, specifically this mini account. Probably gonna ram the river here when I have my next Spear God coming out. I've been pretty much just playing entirely intuitively this game so far because mid-ladder decks are just easy to play. You don't really have to think all that much in order to make the right play. You kind of just play cards and it'll work. Probably gonna mini P.E.K.K.A the back and then Mega Knight the river here. Okay, so we're gonna Mega Knight on each other's stuff, but I have eye drag, or I don't have eye drag. Okay, I have to Godput this in order to keep that Skelly Barrel off my tower, because I don't have anything good for it. It's pretty unfortunate. I think that my Mega Knight actually might end up losing this interaction because my mini P.E.K.K.A is distracted here. Yeah, okay, I'll just log this off the map. I probably lose my Baby Drag before it goes to offense here, but I am still up damage. I do have to give him some Spear God chips on this lane, but most people don't even realize that that opposite lane even exists. Never mind, this guy does. Okay. But the fact that most people don't realize that opposite lane exists means that against a mid-ladder player, it's usually one of your best options to just let a little bit of opposite lane damage go there. I can't believe the wizard's outside of my tower range there. Probably just let this eye drag die and then mini P.E.K.K.A. Alright. That's dead. He's probably going to Mega Knight my mini P.E.K.K.A soon. No, he's not. Okay, very interesting. I'm not going to Mega Knight that. Because if I Mega Knight that, then I'm giving him too much defensive Mega Knight value. I want my Mega Knight to defend his Mega Knight, not the other way around. This is still looking good, though. I might actually set up a Mega Knight push. I know I literally just said I wasn't going to do that, but I've got better push potential than he does, because my cards just have better overall offensive synergy. And if he doesn't have his... When his Mega Knight is dead, he has no way of defending anymore. Actually, he doesn't even have a Swarm in his deck. I'm going to straight up to go for this right now. He's going to have to Mega Knight that, and if he does Mega Knight that, then my Mega Knight will annihilate his Wizard. It's going to be very nice for me. I'll just eye drag this because I know that I gave him a positive trade with that, but I can get my elixir back by playing this eye drag on the Mega Knight. So yeah, he had to waste his entire Evo Wizard there and an Evo Mega Knight. So he lost both of his Evo cycles and he's not even up elixir, which is very not good for him. Just going to flat out Mega Knight this. I will Baby Drag because I want to keep most of this damage off my tower right now. Neither of us have big spells, so this is a game of chip, and I want to be up for as long as I can be. He's going to Mega Knight that, I'm going to Ram Rider this. He doesn't have anything good for it. His Evil Wizard's out of hand right now, so he can't even knock back it, so he's guaranteed to take a charge here, which is very nice for me. And that might be practically game. Yeah, very nice. So in the game of control, neither of us have big spells, but I've got the damage lead, which means that he has to spam into me. So from here on out, I can just play passive and then watch the game win itself. Though I am probably going to try and take his tower, because I've got no good reason to not try and take his tower. It'll speed up the crowns a little bit. Slightly. There we go. Ram Rider charges, and that's game. This is a bit of a departure from the deck building series I was doing a bit ago, but for the next couple days, it's probably just going to be trying to 3-crown people as hard and as fast as possible. I'll play another with the Mega Knight deck. The Mega Knight deck did kind of end up going long, though. Usually with the P.E.K.K.A deck, I've either outplayed or somebody's made a mistake within the first 3 minutes of the game, and the game just ends. So I'll play another one with the Mega Knights, just see if that was a fluke with that game running so long, but I might end up switching back to the P.E.K.K.A. in a second. Oh, I played that way too early, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's my fault. I don't know why I played that so early. My instincts told me it was right, but my instincts were just wrong there. Well, he's probably got Mighty Miner if I had to guess. No, Valk, okay. Valk, Hog, Skelly Spirit, Firecracker. I mean, I don't even really need to count his deck out. He's got back to his Hog Rider about now. Yeah, there it is. I have the Mini P.E.K.K.A. log us, eat some Firecracker chip, but it's not the end of the world. The Valk will keep my Mini P.E.K.K.A. there, so they won't walk up in time to stop any Firecracker chip. He's probably going to protect this too, but he's just giving me a King Tower activation, so he's not really doing much for himself there. Play my Ram Rider on inner... Wow, okay, he wants to extra activate my King Tower, I guess. But, I play my Ram Rider on inner tile there so that, it will activate even though the Firecracker has low health. I can Gob Hut on this tile here, because spawners have a larger hit, like a pull radius, and spawners have a larger pull radius than normal buildings, so you can play them one tile in the opposite lane to be outside of Earthquake radius, on top of still pulling a Hog Rider. I'm just going to drop this right now, because it deters him from playing a Hog Rider for a little while, and he can't really play into that very well either, because if he wastes his Tesla, then I can just go for a... I mean, cannon. He's cannon in this deck. If he wastes his cannon, then I can just go for a, Mega Knight Hog, and then, I mean, Mega Knight Ram, and he won't have anything good for that. He needs to have his building in hand, so he had to just allow me to take river control there, which is quite nice. Gob Hut is quite a bit more overpowered. Well, not more overpowered. It used to be trash, and now it's just very strong. Alright, I had to let this push go now, because he has Evo Cycle, and in Evo Cycle, you just don't get to play the game. He might actually let my Baby Drag connect there. Very nice, okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish killing out this, Firecracker, though. That's probably going to be a problem. I'm going to Mini P.E.K.K.A. low here, let the Hog get one shot, and then I drag high to snipe out this Firecracker. Okay. I think that was about as good as I could have played it. If I Mini P.E.K.K.A'd lower, then the Inferno? What? The Firecracker would have gotten him a shot there. He's probably going to Skelly this. He's going to miss it entirely. Okay, very nice for me. That almost got me 2 hits, but I'm actually just up, straight up, even because he just played so bad right there. I'm going to Mega Knight this, hits everything, very nice. The Valk actually pulled before the Mega Knight even landed, which was quite interesting. I have to wait for after the EQ goes down before I can Scar me this. I'm going to ram opposite because he wants to cannon this, I'm pretty sure. No, he doesn't. He's just going to full defend that with Firecracker and cycle cards. Alright. That's unfortunate. I should have not even bothered with the Ram Rider there. He's going to Hog again, so I'm going to Baby Drag high and then Mini P.E.K.K.A. the Hog. No Hog. Odd. He should have hogged there, but, I don't know, maybe he just... No way he predicted me predicting him. So, I'm just going to set up right now. I have to Mega Knight this. Make sure that it's fully across before I Mega Knight. If I Mega Knight and I miss it, then I'm dead. He's catching up with... Wow, that's stupid. Okay, so he decided to just give me a cannon there, so I can play my Ram on offense now, which is very nice for me. It doesn't really matter all that much that the Mega Knight doesn't kill the cannon. What I really need to see is just that the Ram has a free weight. Wow, I can't believe he outcycled that. Second cannon in one defense is crazy. I'm probably going to go for Double Dragon Mini P.E.K.K.A. the River here. The one thing that's very nice about this deck is that the Ram Rider covers your weakness to Firecrackers, because the Ram Rider's Snare can get you that extra bit of damage that you need for the log to finish off the Firecracker. Very nice. He had to waste his Evo again, so I can just go back to playing passive. Do I get one Baby Drag hit? I do. I get a singular Baby Dragon connection. Wow. Excuse me? Hog gets countered by Ram Rider, which is kind of crazy. He's back to another Firecracker? This guy's been playing Mega Firecracker Cycle. Well, oh, it dies! That's crazy good for me. Okay. I'm really liking the situation now. He does have Spell Cycle and I don't, and he could catch up in the amount of time that he has left, but I don't think that he's going to be able to defend properly because he's not very good at the game, especially considering he went for 7 Elixir into my Mega Knight. He still has to play something on this Eye Drag, so I'm going to hover the log here. No, he plays nothing on that. He has to Ice Spirit that or die, so I'm guessing that that will full take his... No, it won't. Okay. He decides to Ice Spirit, only take 1/3 of his tower, but he didn't have enough Elixir to spend on the other lane because he was down 7 whole Elixir there. That was another long game, though, so I'm probably going to go back to playing my P.E.K.K.A. deck now. I don't have Evos in this deck, so I do just automatically lose to anybody playing Evos, but, I don't know. It's faster. I win more often before overtime. Mega Knight, Hog, Bats. Interesting. Probably gonna just battle around the river first play. Or... I remember from an episode ago that this actually full counters E-Barbs here. Because minions actually hit like an absolute truck. I might actually take one shot there because of the Ice Spirit, but no, even with the Ice Spirit slow, just 6 Elixir there, full counters the E-Barbs. I mean, of course it is a neutral trade, technically, but it worked. E-Barbs I usually think of having very high stats. You typically don't want to play anything into them except for other high stat units, but minions just have such incredibly high stats. You can play minions straight up. Wow, okay, this guy's practically dead right now. Because my E-Wiz cost me -1 elixir, because that Inferno Tower gets him no value. So he's going to have a whole lot of 0 elixir to defend this with. I'm going to Ghost opposite lane because he's got so little elixir now that he's going to have to spend more elixir to defend this lane, but he's not going to have enough elixir to finish defending the other lane now. Or the Ghost can pull all the way over. I don't really mind that, though. It would have been really nice if the Ghost hit soon enough that the E-Wiz would have retargeted the tower onto the Ghost, and then that could have been full tower down right there. I'm going to Bandit charge here because I know that he doesn't have enough elixir to play anything, and that double dashes onto his tower there, which is pretty nice. I'm guessing that he's... no. Okay, I was hoping that he was going to give up, but he decided not to. Alright, I'll just activate my King Tower here. He's probably going to E-Barbs this battle ram, and I'll P.E.K.K.A the E-Barbs once they cross. No point in playing my minions right now. Minions do a crazy amount of damage per second, but I don't really want to waste them on offense. No, how is he giving up? Please tell me he's giving up. I would love the crowns. I'm going to minions this and see if he plays anything. No. Yeah. Never mind, okay. So, I would have expected him to play something on those minions, because minions are, very good at dealing damage, so he should have played something on that if he didn't want to get 3 crown, but he decided to not play anything on them. I'll zap this. I had to wait a little while to make sure that enough Skellies had spawned that my P.E.K.K.A would be guaranteed to get on the Skelly King, so I lose almost my entire P.E.K.K.A counter push, but that's not all that bad, because the P.E.K.K.A did end up killing a Skelly King and E-Barb, so that was already 10 elixir of value there. He doesn't have any Swarms in his deck, so I can just straight up play this, especially considering he doesn't have any E-Barbs in hand, and E-Barbs are his best stat card. Okay. After that, he doesn't have anything good for my Battle Ram anymore. I was really hoping that was going to die there. Oh, the E-Wiz actually stuns the Battle Ram long enough that the Battle Ram doesn't manage to target the Inferno Tower, but it also does stall it long enough I don't really get anywhere either. I'm not going to P.E.K.K.A this time, because I want to save my elixir for offense. I don't really care about taking a bit of damage there. I just want to go all in and kill him. I'd actually kind of like to keep my, oh, okay, this is great. This is great for me, because my goal is to take his 3 crown, because that will give me extra crowns, and I want to, annihilate this guy. I don't even really care if I lose my tower here. Of course, I do lose 1 crown for losing tower, but I get 2 extra crowns for taking 3 crowns, so it works pretty nicely for me. I think that, since I'm a little bit new to editing still, I'll play 4 games this episode, and then, call it there. Kind of ease into playing the episode lengths that I have been doing before, because I've been playing like hour or half an hour videos, and I think that editing through that entire thing is going to take me forever. So, I play Battle Ram the back. I like Battle Ram the back. It's respectful, you know? They have time to react to it. Wow, okay. Spirit P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A never plays Spirit, so this is a mid-ladder deck. Probably just wait a bit here. I played my Ghost to try and catch him when he's low elixir. He is low elixir, and he doesn't have anything good in hand for the Ghost, so he ends up taking damage from that. I can just minions this, because minions hit like an absolute truck. I don't even think I had to E-Wiz that, but I wasn't willing to take the risk of the minions getting killed by the Musketeer. I'll just Bandit tank for my E-Wiz here. Okay, looks like I'm not gonna keep my stuff alive for very long. I hit a double zap there to try and, like, I changed the stun between the E-Wiz and the zap to try and keep my stuff alive long enough to kill his Musketeer. But the Musketeer does survive a little bit on offense, so I had to wait a little bit there before playing my stuff. I can E-Wiz retarget this Firecracker off of my minions, so that my minions will, at least 2 of them, will survive to finish off this defense. It doesn't look like the greatest situation right now, but he has a counter push to deal with in this lane and the other lane, and he's down 4 elixir for it. So I'm going to Bandit here now, because he doesn't have any elixir to stop the rest of this with. I might end up losing my tower on the other lane, which would actually not be very good for me. But I think it isn't the end of the world here. Yeah, wait, what? I'm down a lot of elixir. I didn't know where that came from. I was just playing on instinct this entire time. Probably just going to push his P.E.K.K.A off of my tower with my P.E.K.K.A, and then eat the rest of that knight there. Yeah. Okay, well, it's not the best trade by any means. I'll probably minions this, actually try and save my tower here. He hasn't shown me any swarms that I would need to have extra elixir in order to counter, so I think I can just let this P.E.K.K.A go on offense and see about saving my tower. Alright, so he's got Spirit Musketeer, E-Golem Knight P.E.K.K.A. Okay, I'll probably Ghost E-Wiz. Perfect E-Wiz timing to keep the Musketeer off of my tower. Though I do lose my E-Wiz almost instantly there. Sparky, very interesting. I'm going to Battle Ram the river here, minions with this push, and then zap the Sparky when the bandit's ready to dash. He lets that tower go. Wait for a second. Zap. Very nice. That P.E.K.K.A is practically dead already. I'm going to P.E.K.K.A the river here because I've only got 179 health on that other tower, and I want... Please tell me that that dies. Okay, very good. I want to make sure that I can make this guy hurt for getting my tower down. I decided to ram kite this just because I think that I have a chance to save my tower, and if I do have the chance, I might as well take it. I'm just going to poison this. It's his Evo cycle now, which means that I just can't really get anything happening this push, but at least I do get a bit more weight. Actually, I only have 642 health on this lane, so I really don't want to go to a 2-tower game here. I'm going to play careful right now. Okay, yeah, this is good for me. I don't think he has a spell to take that with, so it should be game over. Very nice. I don't know how I was so low damage and elixir there. I guess... I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that game. Well, I'll play another. I think 5 is a relatively reasonable amount of games for one episode, because, once again, I'm trying to ease into the whole editing thing. I might have said I was only going to play 4, but, I said it in my head at least. I think that 5 is a reasonable amount. I'm going to go minions. Minions do enough DPS that they 3-tap the princess so she doesn't get a second shot on my tower. Princess the River is very annoying to see. If I'm very fast, I can E-Wiz so that the E-Wiz will retarget the princess. E-Wiz on a princess is actually much easier timing to pull off than any other unit because the E-Wiz does the stun, so you have a longer leeway there. I'll just zap this anyway because I believe that does get... Oh, that was a perfectly timed snowball by him. Alright, well, probably goes to back here. I'm down... Yeah, I'm down 1 elixir right now, but he's leaking it away, which is nice to see. Bomb Tower the River. Okay, very interesting. I guess he's going to try and princess. He wants to get some sort of value out of that bomb tower. I'm probably going to bandit snipe it. Try and make it so that the bandit will dash about the same time the ghost gets there so that they, okay, that's poison value. I wanted to make sure that the ghost and the bandit were tanking for each other, or at least one tanking for the other, so that I don't have to deal with, so I get maximum value there. He does have his guards in hand, so there's no reason for me to go for a battle ram. I'm just going to minions this. I don't think I even need the minions there for that defense there, but I want to get my minions going on offense anyway, so I might as well just play them. I don't know what that is. Since I have my splash on hand and minions counter pushing, he can't guards immediately, or if he does guards immediately, I can zap this. Right, bomb tower. I forgot about that. Very odd deck by him. Snowball bomb tower, Princess Valk, guards. 5 NATO. 6 of his 8 cards. Well, I guess I'll bandit here. I'm a little bit quiet right now because I'm kind of focusing on the river. I don't want to get Princess the River again. I'm up damage, so I guess I could take one, but I don't want to. Probably just minions the back for this Valk here. Keep on hovering that E-Wiz. Alright, well, I guess I'm deciding that he's not going to play that. Okay, he did, but, wrong unit there. I don't know what that NATO was for. That doesn't really get him anywhere. He does play a bomb tower on this. I think it's going to be finally time to start setting up my beatdown pushes here. Here's a problem with P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. beatdown doesn't actually work. Wow, I did... What? I don't know what to say. But, P.E.K.K.A. beatdown doesn't actually work. Because the thing with P.E.K.K.A. is that, she's a heavy hitter, but she doesn't have the stats in order to... Wow, okay, I don't know what to say. He's just been playing so odd this game. I decided not to, ram the river there because I knew he was going to bomb tower this. He isn't back to his guards yet. And now I can play my battle ram now that the bomb tower is dead. He should be dead here because he spent so much elixir on that push. I'm going to poison this because he's got his guards back? No, it's already dead. I don't have to do anything else on this tower. Oh, I do have to do something else to this tower. Never mind. The P.E.K.K.A. didn't get pushed off somehow. Well, he doesn't have enough time here in order to get my tower, so I can just P.E.K.K.A. this. Actually, I should have let him take my tower so I could go for the 3 crown, because that would have been extra crowns for me. Unfortunate. So, yeah. I guess I hope that they're going to say psych and then give us a crown event near the end of this, so it's not going to be like the full 1,000 crowns in 10 days, because that just seems like kind of terrible. I mean, I know it's quote-unquote generous, but it's kind of painful. I made a community post a bit ago that I actually got 10,000 elite wildcards out of one of my drops for today. Like, out of these drops that you get for finishing the pass, I got 10,000 elite wildcards out of one of the 4-star drops, which is very nice for me. So I think that, actually, to round off this episode, what I'll do is play another game, and I'll play a game with my anti-mid ladder deck and see which card level I want to get to level 15 next. I'm actually thinking of the Firecracker. Even though she's level 13 right now, I noticed that her dying to log tends to cost me greatly in a lot of matchups, so I'd kind of like to have her maxed out there, because once she's maxed out, she'll never be dying to another log again. Level 14 Princess tile, pretty average, or probably just log barrel. Alright. Level 15 log is probably also very useful to have, considering it doesn't one-tap rangers right now, and I'd really love it if it did one-tap rangers. I'm going to hog on offense, Firecracker hover for anything he plays. That's not worth Firecrackering, because he only spent 2 elixir for my 4. So if I commit 7 to his 2, then I'd be down 5 elixir, and I can't justify that. I have an Inferno Tower this. I don't have my Valk in hand, and if I gobs early, then I'm dead. I have a bad hand for this boss bandit right now, so it's possible I'll just lose outright right here. All gobs low, but delivery high, so if he does dash out, it'll go right into delivery there, which is very nice for me. And that's actually not nice for me because it stays outside of the range of my Inferno Tower. I'm going to let it kill my Inferno Tower and then Valk like this. The reason why I wanted to Valk like that is because the Inferno Tower was close enough to dead that it wouldn't finish off the boss bandit even if I... Wow, okay. I guess I'll just ignore that. There's no point in me going for a Hog opposite lane because my Hog is too low level and he's got bats in hand again. Right? He might have bats in hand again. I think I'm gonna Firecracker the Skellies and then Hog. I'm pre-setting up my Firecracker at 10 Elixir now, so I have justification to go for a Hog Firecracker here. Plus, he just gave me 1 extra Elixir with that barrel. Yeah, he can't bats us anymore. He's probably gonna... Apparently he has Mega Knight. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Probably Inferno Tower really close to the Firecracker so that the Mega Knight doesn't jump on it. Okay. The Mega Knight splash hit the Firecracker from far away, so I had to play that even closer to the Firecracker. Barely even full defense. That's crazy. I'm gonna Valk really low here because I want to make it so that if he dashes out, it will stay on this side of the river. Never mind. Okay. Well, if he's smart, what he'll do is he'll double dash here, but he's not, so he doesn't. Very good for me. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, so that's one reason why I've actually thought of Gobs being my next level 15 because zaps. If his zap one-tapped my Gobs there, I would have been really hurting on that defense. In fact, I wouldn't have even had enough Elixir to play my Hog on offense there. Okay, very low barrel. I can just Firecracker that. Thinking of Lightning on offense here, but I don't think I have enough Elixir for that. I'm up damage. I'm going to cycle my Log, so I want to keep my cycle approximately intact. He's going to play something on this, right? There's a Mega Knight. I'm an Inferno Tower. I'm playing very passive right now because I know that my levels mean that I can't really play how I normally would. Delivery this, it'll tank the Mega Knight and the Firecracker shot. King Tower won't help me all that much right here because any of the cards that he plays, aren't really ever going to get close enough to my King Tower. If something does get close enough to my King Tower, I'm dead, so there's no good reason for me to do that. He wastes his Tombstone, which is crazy. I'm going to have my Firecracker walk all the way across the map and kind of do nothing for me. Okay, that's fun. Well, I get... 1 shot? No shots for me? Okay. I can't remember if I got any Hog hits there. I'm going to try and log this Firecracker, because it's definitely going to target my Valk, and I don't want the evil Firecracker splash to go all the way, and it did. Alright, so he gets a couple chips there. I have to Gobs and Firecracker this immediately. Take minimal damage. Oh, I took 1 shot there? The Firecracker perfectly bounced herself off in time for the Gob to retarget onto the tower at the last possible second there. I've set up a pre-Inferno Tower because he didn't show me any good big spells. Alright, interesting. I'll just delivery this. If he plays a Firecracker, then I'll just Lightning it. Okay. This is a good Lightning value for me. Lightning... The thing with Lightning is that it's not that it gets bad value hitting only 3 things. It gets good value hitting 3 things, even if those things are tanky. The bad value for Lightning is only when you're hitting really cheap things that aren't even really worth lightning, like swarms or something like that. I decided to finally go for a Log here, but I'm assuming I won't get any hits. Yeah, I just decided to finally test to see if I actually would get a hit or not. I guess an Inferno Tower like this, make sure that it's finally within range so that it doesn't get jumped on. I can't believe that delivery didn't stop a single bit of damage there. I'm almost down damage after all of that. I'm going to Hog on defense here to try and get my King Tower up. I have to sack my Hog in order to get my King Tower up, because normally I can justify it just by, you know, activating my King Tower, and activating my King Tower is worth it. But when I'm low level like this, I need extra justification. So I say I'm not going to go on offense for this cycle in return for getting my King Tower up. I'll delivery here. That might be a front. Never mind. Middle barrel. I'll Inferno Tower. Then I'll Valk high Firecracker. Try and get some splash on his Firecracker. Miss the splash. Just straight up Lightning. Eat the damage on whatever he plays. I don't really care. I have to get this off my board. Oh, actually, the boss bandit died. Very nice. I guess I'll let this Firecracker be and then just Inferno Tower again. Yeah, I don't really mind this situation right now. I'm going to go for a Log, Hog, pull the Mega Knight towards my Inferno Tower here. The Hog doesn't actually get through on offense, but that's good enough for me. The King Tower actually was more important than I thought. I should have gotten that sooner. But it's looking like this is actually a pretty good game. I don't know what card would have been the best for me to have max level here, because his Zap doesn't kill my... Wait, what? How did that get to my tower? Jeez. But even if his Zap was max level, it wouldn't have killed my Firecracker. So none of the cards really in this game would have been all that helpful, except for Hog Rider. But of course, my Hog Rider is much too far off level 15 for me to wait for that. Well, I don't want to put myself too much of a workload for now, so I guess I'll try and figure out which card I should max out in the next episode. So, yeah, try and get yourself 100 crowns a day, and hopefully it'll work out. See you guys.